This Sketches Pro assignment is inspired by this sculpture we looked at together called Digital Orca. This is up in British Columbia, Canada. And in this, the artist decided to give a pixelized version of a killer whale. Remember that a pixel is the smallest point in the picture on a screen, but when you pixelize something, you make the pixels so big. Usually pixels are tiny. We can't see them with just our eyes. So when the pixels become so big, everything ends up looking like it's made out of squares. Open Sketches Pro. And to begin, I would like you to think of the background. You can choose to draw any kind of animal. If you're not into animals, you can pick something else, but nothing too small or with too much small detail. And then think about the background you would like to have. I like to put my background in with the watercolor brush, and then you can change the size of your brush. And then opacity is how see-through or solid something is. So you can think of it like paint. Something with a lower opacity is as if you added a lot of water to that paint. And something with a higher opacity is thicker paint. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it kind of low and kind of big. And I'm just going to put in some sky. And remember, I have a watercolor brush, so I love how this program even mimics how watercolor is going to start to blend in with each other. And I'm going to add a little bit of yellow brush. So I just like to do this because I'm not a big fan of just the white screen. Next step, go ahead and press the layer icon in the top right hand corner, and we're going to create a new layer. I recommend that you hide your first background layer, and you do that by pressing the little eyeball there. In your next layer, this is like your sketching layer. So choose the mechanical pencil, and those of you who were with me in second grade, oops, I forgot to put it on black. So to undo that, you can either double finger tap, you gotta go back and hide that, or you press the little back arrow in the top left-hand corner. So I'd like that to be black, but it's going to look like gray. And then I'm going to draw one of my favorite animals. Chameleon. And I'm going to put him on a branch. Now, create a new layer. And here's where our pixelization begins. Pick the pen tool, and then make sure you select the square, which is going to give you that pixelized square line. Go ahead and pick a color, modify, and you start to go over your original sketch. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Because what you can do is then go back to your layers and hide your pencil sketch. If you need to put it back to add more details, you can. And make that brown branch. Let's go ahead and fill in my chameleon. You don't have to do everything with the pixel tool. For instance, if you have a nice outline and you prefer to go in with the pastel, make that a little bit bigger, or your acrylic paint, oops, that's a little too big, undo. Feel free to do that. When you're all ready to put your drawing together, you may choose to hide your sketch, show your background, and then you have your finished drawing. I still need to go and fill in all of my, finish the painting. I may start this over for my finished product to show you on our assignment page. But that's the great thing about this program. You can just start another drawing. When you're ready to save, press the three little dots, upload, save image. Bird tweet tells me it is saved, and then you can make sure it is in your photos. There you go. So give that a try. It's a great way to think about some of the artwork we've looked together, and then also a great way to start using all of the different tools in Sketches Pro. So have fun, and you can upload your finished drawing or drawings into Canvas for me.